If you ever tried scaling past $50 to $100,000 per month and couldn't, this video will change everything. I'm going to show you exactly how you can scale to 100K months without constantly getting stuck and not knowing how to fix the next problem as you hit the ceiling in your business, without having to spend the thousands of hours and dollars that it took me to learn this. And if you don't dig your heels in and pay attention, everything will go over your head and you will wonder why you're not scaling. One thing you're probably used to is setting big goals that you come close to but don't hit, because you go hard to push for $50 to $100,000 months, but your systems, your team, and even you can't handle it yet. You may be tired and feel like you can't keep spamming content to make a living, or spending more on ads and agencies that leave you worse than you started. But you need to make a decision to learn this system, because if you don't, you will be dealing with this problem for years to come, or even worse. And to be honest with you, the only reason you aren't hitting those goals yet, because you've been focused on scaling and growing instead of constraint, which is the things that stop you from growing. Listen, the throughput acceleration protocol is what top tier business owners like Alex Hormozi use to experience growth that looks ridiculous to outsiders. This system is so valuable because it's so little known, but it's the one thing that stops the majority of businesses from growing. So let me show you the system. This is a very simple model, and I just want to show you a case study of what it looks like when you implement this. This company started off with a dead sales team. I came in with structure, SOPs, funnel testing, pipeline automation, book a call funnel, best practices, and help them to scale to 260,000 in revenue and 160,000 in cash collected in a month. Let me show you the core of the system. What are you fundamentally missing that you need that's going to change your business? You need to understand the theory of constraint. You need to understand what a bottleneck is. A bottleneck is a point of congestion, which is like a holdup. Think of it as traffic that prevents the system from functioning at full speed. So what that means is, if there are a whole bunch of cars going down the highway and then there's a crash, so now one lane is open, everything slows down so much that there's only a slow amount of flow coming through. Now, let me show you some very simple examples so that you can understand how getting past every bottleneck quick can grow your business so fast that you don't even know what to do with it. This is a bridge and you're trying to get people across it. This bridge can only hold a certain amount of tons at every point in time, since you're trying to get people through it, right? You see this right here. This is people. People are traveling along the bridge, and some people would drop off because it's not built enough to handle their weight. So if you want a business that can handle a lot of growth, instead of going here and trying to get better and better at ads, you can hold 1,000 pounds of weight over here, but over here you can only hold 5 pounds. So no matter how many people walk across this first part, you can't get that many people across here. And that's a huge problem for your business. There's two businesses. There's one who has throughput accelerated, meaning that they have this system in their business, versus someone who doesn't. Let's check it out without a bottleneck. You have 1,000 leads. You're getting 30% of them to schedule. You're getting 60% of them to show, and then you're getting 20% to close. That's 36 closes. If you're charging $2,000 a client, that's $72,000. Let's look at one constraint. A lot of the times businesses have multiple constraints. So let's look at just one and what that looks like and the money difference. 1,000 leads, 30% schedule. But the one drop off is the show up rate is half, meaning only half the people, as in the other example, showed up. So that means you are lowering your closes by half too. So look at this. You are at $36,000. And a lot of coaches and a lot of business owners don't get this. So that's why they might get stuck. You're sending the same amount of leads and you're trying to grow, you're pushing, but a ton of drop off is happening here. And then the next thing you know, you might have some drop off happening here, and you don't know how to fix them fast. And that's costing you a lot of money. Imagine you're spending $10,000 a month and you're only making $36,000 back. back. In the other scenario, you fix this one thing and that $10,000 is netting you $72,000 every month. It's costing you so much money every month just to have this bottleneck. And that's why it's so valuable for this system for you to be able to get these bottlenecks handled with excessive speed. And that's why being there and having done that is a lot better for bottleneck solving, because you can just cut through it like butter. And that's what the system does. There's two steps to the system. You have one part where it's scaling the funnel. This is using best practices and first principles of advertising and conversion for each part of the system, then checking for bottlenecks and scientifically testing one variable at a time to get as many sales flooding in your business as you possibly can, that so much that it makes your next bottleneck scaling fulfillment in your sales team. So as you can see, you can pause and read. Here's a few examples: getting very deep on your customer avatar, locking in your offer, copy, ads, funnel, and your sales motion. So you can get some of those valuable things from there. The next thing is sales and fulfillment. Number one, scaling fulfillment is a game of talent acquisition, system building, and accountability and leadership. If you can plug in any of these holes at any moment very quickly, you can grow very fast, as long as you keep this motion over here going at full speed and you continue to grow this and grow this at the same time. Now you can pause and read. I won't go too much in details in this, but this is the system. Listen, there's bottlenecks at every point in the business, but the system quickly closes them so that you can handle more and more business and acquire more business, more leads, more ability to fulfill and to sell these people. That's all business is. If that was a lot for you and you don't want to go about implementing this on your own, but you want someone to tell you what your constraint is, who has experience with this, and to help you solve it, book a call with us. This is a custom constraint call where we look at your business, your funnel, your sales motion, your ads, and your team structure, and find the one thing holding you back. Then we give you the solution that unkinks the holes and unlocks new levels of growth that you haven't seen before. Plus, you get the exact document that I showed you in this video, plus a constraint finding document that will allow you to find and easily kill the top 3 constraints that destroy book a call funnels. And if you book a call and feel like I wasted your time, I'll pay you back for your time at $100 an hour. So click below this video to schedule your call and book now, because I can only take a few calls a day and these spots will fill up very quickly.